back to my table. I'm glad you're here. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button and join our table family. If you are already subscribed, welcome back. Pull up a seat. We will get creating in just a minute. I want to first tell you that all the materials used here are from the Dollar Tree. I've used roses that are going to be found in your floral department of that store. I have used a steering wheel cover, which is found, of course, in your automotive section. I've used some foam lemons that are going to be found in the craft department. And what else did I use? Oh, some burlap ribbon, which I did have on hand, but I did get it from the Dollar Tree. So all of this can be found at the Dollar Tree. Hopefully your Dollar Tree has all of these things. And so we're going to be making a spring, fresh looking centerpiece, candle ring type of a thing, or you could use it for a small wreath with a little bit more adjusting. And I also used a foam wreath that can be found in the craft section as well. So with all that being said, let's pull up a seat at the table and get to creating. All right, so let's get to making our little lemon rose centerpiece. We have 3 lemons here that we're going to use, but the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put on that steering wheel cover, and I'll show you how this can make a cool wreath. You're literally just going to slip it on just like you would on your steering wheel. Because it's elastic, it goes on really easily. And you are going to have where you can see the greenery on the inside ring here, but that's okay because we'll have that covered up both by the flowers and lemons and ribbon going on, and also by where you're going to put it if you choose to use it for a centerpiece. If you don't, you'll have to cover up that center part a little more with some moss, or I've even thought about getting another one of these and putting it on the inside, but honestly I'm not sure if that would work. Let's just give it a try real quick and see. And no, that isn't going to work. It won't grab on, so you'll have to just put moss or some extra flowers or ribbon or whatever if you want to use that to cover up that center part. But since we're using this for a centerpiece, it doesn't really matter. So okay, so that's how we're going to start with our ribbon, and I'm choosing to love burlap because I love me some burlap. That is like my favorite thing to work with. So, and this, you're going to tuck the edge of it right in to the elastic part of the cover there, and that'll be enough to hold it on. So now what I like to do with this is to give it a twist so that you're more in a coiled kind of a thing with the ribbon instead of just straight. And then you're going to go underneath of the wreath form and come up through the center to wrap it around, and it'll just kind of hang, hug on there by itself. But you're going to have that twisted effect to it, which I just think again gives it a little more character to have that coiled type of a look. And just kind of straighten that out a little bit. And if you don't like that look, then by all means go ahead and just leave it straight and loop it around, and that's fine too. Personal preference. So we're just going to keep running this through, keeping it coiled if that's what you're going for. That one needs to be turned just a little bit more. And we're going to go ahead and wrap this whole thing all the way around so we have a nice covered wreath with our ribbon. And at the end, you're just going to take and tuck that last edge under the outside elastic of that steering wheel cover, and it will just hug right onto your wreath. And you can go back and adjust this ribbon and kind of move it around and slide it back and forth how you need to have it so that it's covering where you want it to cover, and getting some good loops in there and giving it some dimension. So now with our lemons, I've actually taken the flower stems that I cut off. I couldn't think of what they were called, the flower stems, to poke in to the lemon. I took flowers off of the bush. I took them right off the stem because I didn't need those ones. I used them for something else, and they will just push right into those lemons. I got these from the Dollar Tree, and they're just a foam lemon, so they will stick right in there, and then you've got a lemon on this little stick that you can poke into your wreath to work with. And you're just gonna come right up to the top edge of the steering wheel cover, the elastic there, because that's where you're gonna want it to obviously show, and stick that right into the foam. And you can kind of bend that in and stuff as you need to. If that's too long, it's not a problem, because that'll get filled in with your flowers and stuff like that. And you want a little bit to work with, so you can bend it around where you want it. And we'll take a flower. I'm choosing to use white roses, whatever your preference is, and stick those right into that foam. Kind of lift them up a little bit so they're more upright. I'm going to go on either side of this lemon to start with. And I'll probably go like 2 roses and then a lemon, and then 2 roses and a lemon, because I don't want it to be, we just want a little bit of pop of color in there with those lemons. So we'll put 2 roses on either side of the lemon. Again, kind of coming real up close to the edge of that steering wheel cover. And your ribbon is still all nice and showing, and kind of coming in between the flowers and in between the lemon and the flower. So we've got 2 roses on either side of that lemon. Let's stick that in. And then we will go with another lemon and continue the rest of the way around the wreath. Okay. And y'all, that's literally it. Okay, this is our little wreath centerpiece form to go around. I have a big burlap, or not burlap, birch candle holder that I'm going to put on my coffee table, and I'm going to put this right around it, and I'll show you that, a picture of that when it's completed and around my birch candle holder. Okay, and there it is, right around my birch candle holder. I love the way that looks with the birch and the burlap and the lemons and the black and white all together. I think it looks very cute. This is on my coffee table with the burlap runner. And again, I love burlap. It's like one of my favorite things with that and the birch to decorate with. This was so easy. I hope you guys get a chance to try it. And you're gonna want to slide the candle ring or the centerpiece ring over top of your piece. Don't try to stick your piece down in, because you'll push down on your roses and your lemons. And if you slip it over top, it kind of pushes all those things to the upright position. So that's just a little tip for you. Okay, that's going to do it for this week's creation, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get a chance to make it and that it lifts your spirits with some spring and summer brightness. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, join the family. I can't wait to see you all next week. And just remember that even though we're making a bunch of lovely creations, there is only one creator. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.